God, Sophie, I can't believe you actually went and did something like this. Did you actually go and buy an apartment for yourself? Why didn't you tell me that you were going to make such a big decision and do that? You'd think that you'd let your dear sister-in-law know. Huh? Kelly, how did you even know that I did that when I didn't tell that many people? Why would that catch your interest anyways? Well, it was my own mother-in-law who told me. I guess she just let it slip. I was so shocked that you went and did something like this, considering you take so long to do anything. It's a shame that you actually wanted to keep it a secret from so many people. To be honest, we've got a right to know what you do since we're all family. Okay, if you say so. Actually, I haven't finished cleaning up yet, so I didn't want to confirm too much before that. I just wanted things to calm down a little bit more before I started to tell people properly, you know? I was going to let you know eventually. Oh, is that so? Yeah, I doubt you would have told me. I would have had to have heard it through the grapevine like I did this time. You know, I never expected a 42-year-old latecomer to buy an apartment for themselves. But isn't it so great that you have now? After all, you're the only one in the family who's single, so you don't spend a lot of your money. It must be so easy for you to save a lot of money since you do nothing. I suppose so. I get it. You're funny, Kelly. But getting married also costs money, right? Things cost money, Kelly. You can't get much in life for free, unfortunately. I suppose it does, yes. Well, if you're so busy right now, I'll just come bother you another time. I'll come to visit you soon. Oh, no, don't worry. It's really still a huge mess around here. I've got so much to do. I'll call you when I can. I don't get why you're contradicting me so much. It's frustrating. Can you try not to do that, considering I'm your sister-in-law? Oh, I don't plan on holding back what I say to you, Kelly. I've got plenty of things that I want to confront you about. Huh? What do you mean? I've got no idea what you're talking about. I only wanted to talk because you're buying things and not telling me. I'm going to put this really plainly for you then, Kelly. You've always gone and taken my belongings without asking me for permission. Then you go and raid my fridge for whatever you want to eat. It's very annoying when I'm the one who buys my own groceries. And just the other day, I had a limited edition wine that was suddenly opened, and I can guess exactly who opened it. Plus, you've still not paid me back for the meals I've bought you. You owe me money, Kelly. Aren't you ever going to pay me back? Wait, what? I haven't got a clue about all that stuff you're saying. What has that got to do with me? Why would I do any of those things? Are you seriously in denial right now? Are you kidding me? I know that you do whatever you want, but you can't just make yourself at home when I bought all that food. How could you say that about your own sister-in-law? I'm your brother's wife, for goodness sake. We're family, and members of a family share things all the time. What's the big deal? Why are you giving me so much strife when I'm part of this family? Just finish cleaning up your place by next week because I plan on visiting then and I don't want to see your stuff all over the place. Wow, I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. When you actually look at your place properly, it's a nicer apartment than I even imagined it to be. Don't you think it's too spacious to live in an apartment like that alone? My husband and I should live there too. It'll be great to have more space. Hold on, what did you just say, Kelly? You know that this is my house, right? Don't tell me you're proposing the idea of you and my brother living under the same roof as me, are you? But of course, we've already started moving out of our place and into your apartment. So if you don't mind opening the door for us, that'd be great, dear. Now, just hold on a second there, Kelly. This is a joke, right? You're not really going to move in with me here. You don't really think there's enough space for everyone, do you? Are you kidding me, Kelly? How could you try to move into my apartment like this? What makes this even worse is that you took the duplicate house key and completely moved in without my permission. Where the heck did you get that duplicate key from, Kelly? You better start answering my questions. You can't just do this to me. Well, if you must know, you left your house key there when you came home the other day. You see, as long as you know the number of the apartment, you can make a duplicate key. Besides, it means I don't have to worry about trying to get in and out without a key, so I can just live here from now on. No, you can't just take my keys like that. That's stealing, and you're invading my property. I never gave you permission to live in my new place. What are you even talking about? You said that it was okay for me to do that, don't you remember? If a single lady lives in a big apartment like that, it's such a waste of money. Our family will also live here, so please take care of us and we can all live here happily. I can't just let this happen. I bought this house for me and only me to enjoy and live in. You can't just move in and keep me in the dark about it. Well, the decision's already been made and it's too late to do anything about it. Just live with us. It'll be fine. Bro, what the heck's happening here? Are you seriously just going to let Kelly do whatever she wants? Did you not take in what I told you? Kelly keeps doing so many unreasonable things to me and she uses the excuse of being your wife. Aren't you going to do something to stop her acting like this towards me? How many times do I have to tell you to leave me alone? I bought this place for me.
Jeez, little sis, you really need to calm down, okay? We all know that you're very strong-willed and you tend to clash with people, alright? Have you noticed that? Look, I'm trying to be very cautious about this situation. If there was to be a lawsuit on the subjectivity of the truth, I couldn't take either side, okay? If you're being too persistent, you won't have any proof to do anything, and the only thing that'll happen is you getting angry.
I can't believe this is happening. Don't you know that there is evidence for me to sue your wife? She took my property from me. Take a look at the evidence and all of the other things she's done to me. Maybe that'll change your mind about her.
Huh? What do you mean? What evidence are you talking about? Kelly can't have done anything that bad now, could she? Wait, what is this? Are you being serious right now, Sophia? Did Kelly actually go and enter your property without your permission? She moved into your house?
That's why I've had it with her, Grant. She's done so many crazy things to me, and she just won't stop bothering me. This is the final straw. She's always using my personal belongings without my permission, and now she took my apartment by taking my key and moving in. Do you finally believe me now?
Yes. Oh my god. This is insane. I'm really sorry about this, Sophia. It was just because there was no evidence up until now that she did anything. I've been completely ignoring what she's actually been doing. This is terrible. She's lost the plot, that's for sure.
Well, I guess you're right in the sense that I didn't have any clear photos of her doing anything, but right now she's eating and drinking in my apartment. She's just taking whatever she likes when it's my stuff she's using. But thanks to moving into my apartment, I guess it means I can easily get photo proof now.
I know I've always been scolding you because you've always had a strong attitude, especially when you're trying to tell the truth. I just never heard about how much you were going through with my wife.
I tried to tell you. I just wish you believed me from the start about what she was doing to me.
Oh, really? I'm really sorry, Sophia. I do believe you now. I'm more worried about my parents getting caught up in all of this. Up until now, I've been able to more or less ignore my wife's antics, but to be honest, I've reached the limit of my patience.
Me too. She's just impossible to deal with. It's infuriating. She keeps doing whatever she wants and doesn't face the consequences. Well, I'm not going to take this lying down anymore. I have had enough of her antics.
Yeah, you're right. Feel free to do whatever it is you need to do and take care of this issue. I'll do the same at my end too.
Oh, Sophia, where did you go? I crack myself up sometimes. You've not come home since last night. By any chance, are you coming home in the early hours of the morning or something? You shouldn't be so energetic at this age. Oh my God, I can't stand it when you monopolize me and act like that my house is your house. This isn't your house, Kelly. Just leave. Well, excuse me, but what's got you so wound up, huh? Don't say such rude things to me, especially since I'm living with you now. Oh, that's right. I meant to say I haven't done the dishes from yesterday either, so whenever you get home, can you please clean them up? Thank you. I've got a really busy schedule today. I've got to go to the salon and get my hair and nails done. Is this some kind of sick joke? You're not going to take responsibility for this or even clean up in the house that you stole from me? Cut the crap, Kelly. You can't just treat me and my belongings like this. You're going to pay for doing this to me. Huh? What have I ever done to you, Sophia? I'm just wanting to be closer to my sister-in-law. What's so wrong with that? Don't you know how to take care of yourself? I'm not your mother, and I don't have to take care of you. Stop being such an old and selfish hag. Whoa, okay. You're just going way over the top right now. Just hold up. You've got nothing to be angry at me about. You are so frustrating and don't notice how you're treating me. I am not your mother. I've reached the limit of my patience. This is not the only time that you've helped yourself to my things. You've not even paid me back for the money I've lent you. You always pretend that everything belongs to you, and that's not even true. Cut this out right now. I've got no idea what you're talking about, Sophia. I don't owe you any money. Stop acting like I do. I know why you're so angry. It's the menopause, isn't it? It just clicked that you're at that age. That's why you're so angry and tired all of the time. You've got some nerve, Kelly. I am working on trying to get you out of my house. Stop being so selfish. If you keep up this smartass attitude, I'm not going to hold back on doing everything I can to get you out of my life from now on. Wow, I am shaking in my little boots. You don't scare me, dear Sophia. You're absolutely hysterical these days. You're not even thinking straight. I'd like to see you try and get me out of this house of mine. You need to go and get some meds for those mood swings, dear. Grant, we need to talk. What is the meaning of this? What makes you think you can do this to me?
Kelly, what on earth are you talking about? You need to be more specific with me. You're not making any sense.
I am talking about my money. How come I've not received it yet? I need my living expenses so I can actually buy things. You haven't transferred this month's allowance to me. You haven't withdrawn all the money, have you? That's our family savings. You can't just do that. Even if you did that on your own, you'd need to get permission.
You know what, Kelly? No. I'm not going to just hand over the living allowance to you. I've actually deducted the rent from the savings.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What did you do that for? Since when was rent classed as living expenses?
Because you have to pay rent to fulfill a rental contract. Don't you understand that? You're paying the loan for the apartment you're currently in now. I think it's only natural for you to do that since you're using an apartment, but the money in the account isn't going to be enough.
Huh? Excuse me? Now, just hold on a second, Grant. Why do I have to pay for the loan if we're all living together? That makes no sense. Are you crazy?
If anyone is crazy in this situation, it's you, Kelly. You started living in the apartment without getting permission first. You even moved in your own belongings without asking for my sister's permission, and besides, it's not even your apartment to move into. If you want to live in that apartment, you've got an obligation to pay the loan or rent on the apartment.
Okay, no. That's not how it works. What the heck are you on about? You're really funny, Grant. But she's living here on her own, and I don't have a very big house at all, and she's got such a wide open space. She's letting me live here. It's a real shame that I've got to ask for money when you should be grateful that I've even asked in the first place. Maybe she bought that apartment and didn't think of the debt she'd be in. That's why you're all treating me like this, because you're short on money.
If you're going to carry on thinking this way, so be it. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I've had enough.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm just trying to make my point. You're the ones accusing me all the time.
Yeah? For good reason, Kelly. You're so selfish and don't think about anyone but yourself. You don't think about other people at all. I've been sweeping what you've done under the rug too often. I've reached my limit. I've put up with this because I thought it would worry my parents. But I just can't be with you anymore. I'm done with you. I want a divorce.
Wait, what? You're not making any sense. Why would you even want to divorce me? I'm not selfish at all.
You're seriously asking me why I would want to divorce you, Kelly? Haven't I made it really obvious in my messages?
Yes, I'm asking. I've done so much for you, and this is how you repay me? Is this about me giving you a new place to live? Is that it? You should be thankful that I got us a new place with a lot more space. Why would you want to divorce me? Are you crazy?
Because you've been doing terrible things to Sophia the whole time you've known her, haven't you? She told me everything you've done, and I've also seen the evidence as well. It was crazy that I didn't fully believe my own sister. It wasn't good. I was honestly surprised when I found out it was all true. I thought you were better than this. I can't deal with a woman like you, who lies and takes things from people when they've worked so hard to earn those luxuries. I've had enough.
Grant, please, you really need to calm down. That damn woman's making it all up. It's just all a misunderstanding, I swear. This is all your fault, Sophia. You're the reason that Grant wants to divorce me. All I did was try to live in a spacious house so that it wouldn't go to waste. It wasn't that great to live in anyways. If Grant divorces me, I'm going to make you pay my alimony. It's only fair since it was all your fault. Why are you telling Grant things that aren't even true? Stop lying to people. No, the only one who's lying is you, Kelly. No, I'm telling the truth, and I'm going to consult a lawyer so I can figure out how to get my money back from you. What on earth are you saying? There's nothing for you in this. I never borrowed any money from you, so I don't owe you something. All you are is a single woman who still can't find the person to get married to. Don't be so bossy about what I do. You're late in doing anything to me. You're so miserable because you've never been married, right? You're so delusional, too. Isn't it better for you to be admitted to a psych ward? Well, the only reason I got married later in life is because I was focused on my work and my career goals. Also, I don't have to worry about my mindset and my mental health, Kelly. I own a law firm, so I know how I can take you down. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Are you a lawyer? That's your job? This must be a joke, right? Oh, right. I guess you didn't hear that from my brother, that I'm a lawyer. Goes to show how much you listen to people. No, I had no idea. I thought your parents owned a clothes shop. What the heck is going on here? How are you a lawyer? This can't be possible. Well, since you don't really believe me, I'll just show you the proof. It always comes back to having evidence, and seeing is believing, Kelly. This must be a lie. That website's homepage that you sent me, it doesn't have your name on it. That's my office, Kelly. Why would I send you this picture if it wasn't my office? This is proof, you know. No way! Why are you messing with my head? How in the world did you become a lawyer? How come I didn't know this? Oh, okay, you want to know that? Then, well, you were right about my parents. They do own a proper clothes shop in town. We came to a mutual decision that my older brother would inherit the family business once my parents retired. But, you know, my brother wasn't always around, so they couldn't really rely on him to run the business. He also only had really average grades in school. I had a feeling that he didn't get many achievements throughout his schooling. But doesn't the same go for you, though? It's hard to say it myself, but I think I'm pretty smart. I graduated from a better university than my brother and became a lawyer. However, I can't inherit the house, so I've been working very hard lately and trying to earn enough money. But then he actually pushed me into a corner. But it's only because he got together with a monster like you. That's why he doubts when I tell him what you've done. Excuse me? Since when am I a monster? I've done nothing bad to Grant. How dare you call me that? You've got some nerve, Sophia. My brother does have a good personality, but sometimes he's neither wise or talented. My brother knows that of himself, too. He was working hard to get married and give my family some peace of mind. He knew getting divorced wasn't going to be easy. He finally opened his eyes, though. How dare you say that? I can't believe this madness. It's all because you said something weird to him to make him decide this. That is so bad. He said that if you demanded compensation, that I wouldn't make him pay for it. I'm good at defending divorce matters, Kelly. Don't mess with me. Once Grant files for divorce, I'll support him throughout the entire process with all my might. There's no way you're going to win, Kelly. Well, I'm planning to win because everything you say is a lie. You're so delusional. Just because you're some hotshot lawyer, it doesn't mean the proceedings will go your way. It's a bit stupid to go to court without gathering enough evidence, right? I might not be a lawyer, but I know that much. Kelly, did you forget what you wrote when it came to the money that you borrowed? You've got a poor memory, dear. Huh? What are you talking about? I never wrote anything to you. You need to stop with all these accusations. I'm not stupid, Kelly. At first, it was only just you buying drinks from the supermarket, but then it all escalated. You'd always say that you'd pay me back later for the meal that I got for you. Do you even know how many times you've overstepped the line? And you know that it's not even just about money anymore. There's more to it than that. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? I don't owe you anything. I shouldn't have to pay back for anything when I'm still your sister-in-law. When you came over to my parents' house, you changed over the high-quality lotion into a bottle that you had. You tried to persuade us that it was too much for one person to have, so I'll use it as well. You stole it as you were laughing out the door, for crying out loud. And you know that expensive alcohol that was in the fridge? You gulped it all down in one go. You said that if I couldn't finish the bottle, then you could. You think that everything belongs to you, Kelly. I knew this was getting suspicious when you failed to pay for drinks at the store. From then, I always had you write out a loan document on what you owed me. Now, I can use that as evidence of you stealing from me. Okay, yeah, maybe I did write those things, but you can always make up excuses. It's easy to fabricate things like that. Why on earth would I do that if there's a real excuse? I'm going to talk to another lawyer about how to proceed with this. I'm going to make sure you pay me back for what you stole, Kelly, no matter what the cost is. I don't understand why you're doing such a thing. I am still your sister-in-law, and nothing will change that. I look up to you, you know. Don't you think it's a little crazy to use a lawyer to solve family matters? No, I don't think it's crazy, by the way, Kelly. I'm the one who's younger than you, so I don't get why you're looking up to me for. Wait, what? What do you mean? Really? Are you actually younger than me? You told me that I was older than you in age, but when I checked with my brother, he said that I was younger than you. If I were to ask for your ID, it would prove my point, so don't even think about trying to get away with lying to me anymore. That's not true. It can't be. I obviously made some kind of honest mistake. I suppose you do look a little younger than me. Well, when you stole my cosmetics, you said when an old hag starts to wear a lot of makeup, you know that she's starting to rot away. You laughed so hard at your own joke, it's pathetic. You just think you can say what you want to me whenever you like, don't you, Kelly? Hey, where on earth did you hear that from? I never said something like that. How dare you frame me? Don't you know that this has been a huge misunderstanding? Misunderstanding? Are you kidding me? Anyway, the money that you need to pay back so far and things that you've stolen comes to $7,000 so far. I'm going to make you pay for what you took, so you need to be prepared for what you're about to face. What? No, I can't pay that amount of money. Who could seriously pay for all that needs to be replaced? Excuse me? What do you mean by who's going to pay for this? It's going to be you, of course, because you took so much from me. I'm saying that I don't want to give any money to you. You can't make me pay back for things that I only borrowed. So basically you had no intention of paying back the money you borrowed from me at all? Is that what you're telling me? Yes, that's what I just said, stupid. We're family and I'm allowed to borrow things and take whatever I like, all right? Is that so? Well, I guess we'll see about that. I guess I've got no choice but to change the way we do things now. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? You need to be more specific, Sophia. What in the world is the meaning of this, Sophia? You need to explain things to me right now. My, isn't it a fine morning, dear Kelly? You know, young people are just so different. You must be jealous of all the energy we have. You do know one of the only things that's different between us is age, right? Would you shut up? I don't give a crap about that right now. Have you filed a fraud report against me? Is this your doing? Well, yes, I might have filed a report. Of course, I wanted to do that because what you've done is a crime, Kelly. Are you kidding me? Since when have I committed fraud? I've not done anything like that in my life. You begged me for money when you had no intention of paying me back, even though I said that you could only borrow a little bit. Also, you tried to overthrow the loan document that I've got as proof. You performed such a great scam, Kelly. I tried to file a complaint with the police, and they actually accepted it since you went against what the document said. I don't understand what you're saying at all. There's no evidence to be found anywhere of this. It's all just some lie you've conjured up. You can't just say that you wrote a document yourself, right? It's handwritten. It's invalid. It could be literally anyone's handwriting. Well, I don't see how it can be invalid as it has your name, initials, and signature on the document, and it's pretty hard to forge your signature, Kelly. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I don't think I signed any document that you've given to me. Did you forget that I'm a lawyer, Kelly? I never do anything without it being written down. It's named, signed, and dated with all your details on it. It's as valid as any other public document that a person files and signs. What purpose did you think I'd make you sign something for, Kelly? What? No way. You're lying, right? Handwritten notes can't be used as evidence, can they? That's impossible. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're a bit stupid for thinking that, Kelly. You wrote it all out with no issues. I guess you wrote it all out so easily because you didn't think this would have to be used against you in a courtroom? Oh well. But no, you can't do that. What have I ever done to you that's so bad? Why are you trying to bring me down so badly? It was just an honest mistake. I don't think so. You did me and my brother wrong, so you're getting divorced and you're getting arrested. Also, the money you owe will also be collected from you as well, so don't forget about that. You've got to take responsibility for your actions, Kelly. This isn't fair. I've been nothing but nice to you, Sophia. I can't get that kind of money in a hurry. You know that I don't work, right? How am I going to pay back any of this money? It's virtually impossible. I can't do this. You know, a good person would know what to do, okay? If you get divorced, you'll have to pay alimony and you'll be in a lot of debt. If you don't want to get arrested, just pay back the money you owe and we'll be on our way, all right? But that's going to be impossible. I can't possibly pay back that amount of money. Don't do this to me. Then you'll be locked up, Kelly. It'll be okay as long as you pay. It'll be a waste of money if you don't pay to protect your own reputation.
Sophia? I'm really sorry for causing you so much trouble. I really wished I noticed what Kelly was doing sooner.
Don't worry. It was hard for you to deal with that terrible monster you had as a wife. Does this mean you'll hear me out when things occur from now on? It's true that I couldn't provide any evidence, but I just wanted you to listen to her words for yourself.
I guess the woman that I was with really just clashed with you, didn't she, Sophia? She got along with our mom all right, though. But when it came to you, the atmosphere was always so tense. So I thought that this situation was just the same as when you're around each other. You know, tense. Sophia, I'm really truly sorry for not believing you. And I hope that we can still get along as brother and sister.
Our mother was indeed too kind. I'm aware that it was really tense and everything, but you also don't have a good eye on what people are like.
What do you mean? Are you saying that I'm not good at choosing good women to date?
It's not that people aren't compatible with you or anything like that. You just don't hang around good people who know how to treat others properly. The person I was dating before had a lot of plastic surgery and was in so much debt, and this was before he actually wanted to get married. I didn't want to say it like this to you as I didn't want to hurt your feelings. You've just been unlucky with the ladies you've been with.
Are you joking? It's not funny, Sophia. But I'm really sorry that Kelly did all of this to you.
You keep on apologizing, but you need to be more strong-willed, Grant. That way you can make a decision quickly and save yourself from anything bad happening, okay? But please, don't worry about what happened. It's over and we're going to deal with it through the proper channels.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry for being such an unreliable older brother. I should be the one looking out for you, not the other way around. I knew that people around me didn't have high expectations on what I'd do with my life. That's why I wanted to get married and and give everyone around me peace of mind. I guess I just got too impatient and just chose the first woman who laid eyes on me. This is not good. I promise to do better from now on.
Do you think I should believe you when you say those things, Grant? I can't take care of you anymore. Next time, try dating someone who's a little more decent. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to introduce my boyfriend to my brother because I'll be more anxious about you.
Hold on a minute. Did you just say boyfriend? Since when have you been dating a new guy?
Yeah, actually, there's someone I'm dating that I think I want to marry one day. I bought a big apartment this time because I want to live with him.
Oh, is that why you got such a bigger place to live in? Aw, that's great. Congratulations, Sophia. I suppose I'll have to do nothing but my best from now on.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? But I do hope that you'll write a great wedding speech to make up for what happened.
Of course. I'd love to do that for you, little sister. I'll do my best. Please introduce me to your new guy soon.
Yes, I will. You know, I've learned something new about all this. That the money you spend on family shouldn't be wasted money. Kelly was arrested and Grant filed a divorce from her as well. It seems that she also borrowed some money from a friend and what she owed went through the roof. She was living in hell because she was in so much debt. She's now living in a very run-down apartment on the edge of town. On the other hand, Sophia got married and is now living happily with her new husband. Money is important as it's needed for spending on special events like weddings. Sophia plans to have a long discussion with her husband about the money that Kelly is paying back to her. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Kia, I've had enough of this nonsense. Have you been able to reflect on your actions yet? You're taking your sweet time. If you're pretending to avoid me again, I'll have no choice but to punish you somehow. So please stop messing around. I'm your mother-in-law, for goodness sake. I should have known that you were going to treat me badly. You were the one that locked the storeroom door behind me. Good thing I happen to have a drinking bottle with me, so I'm not too worried. It would have been a worse situation if I was suffering from dehydration. You've got a lot of nerve acting like you have, don't you, Kia? Don't you see how horrible you're being to me? I told you so many times this morning to finish all of the laundry, all right? But by 12 o'clock, the laundry was still not hung up on the drying rack. You were supposed to put the washing on the rack and put it outside in the yard to dry. Is it really that difficult of a chore to do? But you told me that the clothes rack is old and that I should replace it with a new one. I was looking for a better drying rack in the storeroom. You know that excuse isn't going to work on me, right? I'm not as dumb as you think I am. I do have a brain and a degree, so don't think you can get around me. You're the wife, so you should be the one who needs to be aware of the deterioration of the appliances and other things in the house. Because you can't even do things like that, it makes you a terrible wife and an even worse cleaner. I knew you were going to be useless as a wife. I'm not surprised that you'd call me that, Sandra. You've always been so horrible to me since we met. Besides, don't you think locking your daughter-in-law in a storeroom in the middle of a summer heat wave is worse than anything I've done to you? Are you kidding me? Let me just ask you something. Do you really think I would have done this on purpose? Are you serious? I can't think of any other explanations as to why all of a sudden I got locked in here apart from you pushing the door closed. Look, I had no idea that anyone, let alone you, was inside. The door was wide open when it shouldn't be. Look, I'm sorry, okay? The door's normally kept closed. I guess I couldn't hear you because I was listening to music through my earphones. I know for a fact that's not true. Didn't you just say that I need to be punished for something? It makes no sense if it was an accident. I don't know, dear. I guess this is just the form of the punishment that came to mind. I had no intention of locking you up in the beginning, I swear. You know what you're doing is super shady, right? No matter how you look at it, you did this intentionally, didn't you? Well, Kia, if you had the time to come here, why don't we train you how to be a better bride and wife, huh? I really don't care anymore. If you're going to be this way, fine, so be it. Thanks to you locking me up in here, I found something good to use from the storeroom. Okay, good. About time you started being useful. In that case, why don't you hurry up out of there and start to make some dinner? Oh, also, I haven't had the time to clean up the yard, so you can do that as well, just for being a little smart aleck. Fine, I guess I can do that. I'll clean up everything properly so you don't worry about a thing, Sandra. Oh, I'm not. Now hurry up out of the storeroom and do your work. There are a lot of chores to be done and not enough time in the day to do them. Hurry up and stop messing about. Hey, Kia, I need to talk to you. Did you make a reservation for the flight yet? The family trip's coming up the day after tomorrow. I haven't been able to see your ticket yet, so you need to show me right now. I really need them so that I can go and visit my son. It's been too long since the last time I saw him. Huh? What are you talking about? I shouldn't be going, right? Why am I supposed to be booking a flight for, Sandra? What on earth are you saying, girl? Shouldn't you have already booked the tickets? Isn't it obvious? It's your job to do these things for an older lady like me. You're going to buy me a plane ticket and drive me to the airport on that day. How many times do I have to tell you this? Okay, well, this is the first time I'm hearing of such a thing. Do you really think that I'd forget to book you a ticket? You never told me in the first place. It's the wife's duty to buy things for her mother-in-law, and that includes buying plane tickets for me. I can't believe this. How could you be such a useless wife? Even if you say something like that to me, I'm not even going to try and understand your feelings towards me. After all, I am obviously not included in this family trip or anything. It's like I'm not even a member of the family. How can you call it a family trip when you're excluding people? I'm going to go and see Jeremy, who's away on his own, so of course it's turned into a family trip. It's normal for families to fly halfway across the country to see one another. Oh, is that so? I had no idea you were even doing this. Even if you asked me nicely to take you to the airport, I couldn't because I don't have my license. Excuse me? This is the 21st century. How does someone like you not have their driver's license? Look, I just don't have one, all right? There are some people who just haven't learned how to drive. I can't stand cars. Are you kidding me? You don't like cars, that's your reason? But they're so convenient and reliable. It's such a great invention. Well, if you can't drive me, I guess I'll just have to catch a bus or something to the airport. I've got no choice, actually. I'll just take a cab there. I want you at the airport first thing in the morning waiting for me, and that's an order, Kia. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? You're wanting me to get to the airport before you? I can't just go to the airport when you're being dropped off by a taxi. Look, I've never been on a plane alone in my life. I need someone to watch me board the plane, and it's going to be you, okay? So you're wanting me to go to the airport a separate way from you just to see you board a plane? Yes. Do you have something to complain about, Kia? It's a special family, and I need as much help as possible, so do this for me. Well, if it was a family trip, I would be allowed to go too instead of standing there watching you board a plane. Why do you think I'd invite you to come with me on a plane? Do you think that we'd be going together? No way, I can't forgive you for how you've acted towards me. Now you need to stop getting carried away and just do as I say because I'm your mother-in-law. Okay, I understand, Sandra. I guess if that's what you want me to do on that day, I suppose I can do it. You really have some nerve being so rude to me, Kia. You're such a horrible wife and daughter-in-law. You need to show me more respect.
Hi, Kia. Did you manage to get on the flight safely? I'm really sorry about my mom. She's not really good at using her words in the right way.
Yeah, I've managed to book a flight and everything, but it's definitely gotten more expensive recently.
Yeah, I've noticed the price rise as well. But there's no need to worry about money. It isn't as important in the big scheme of things. I'm just glad you're able to book something. I'm really looking forward to seeing you, Kia. I have so many things to talk to you about.
Oh, Jeremy, I'm not going to be heading to where you are, I don't think.
Huh? What do you mean? You said that you booked a flight, though. You're not making any sense to me, Kia.
Well, this time it's a family trip, so I wasn't allowed to come since I'm apparently not part of the family. I'm sure Tilly was also looking forward to seeing me.
Are you kidding me? Is that what my mom said to you? That only family can go? You're a part of this family. You're my wife, for goodness sake.
Yeah, things have gotten so much worse since your work made you transfer, Jeremy. Every day I'm told by your mom that I'm not part of the family. Then the other day, things just got so much worse. She locked me in the storeroom for a while until I started to obey her orders.
I'm sorry, what did she do? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Kia, you need to keep me more in the loop. She can't treat you like this.
Well, I know how really depressed you've been about this work transfer, right? I didn't want to make things worse for you, and I thought I could handle it. I didn't want you to worry about me when you were struggling yourself. It didn't seem fair on you to do that.
Look, don't worry about that. Things aren't so bad with work now. I'm getting used to it. I just wish that I could be closer to you. Well, you should have at least talked to my sister about this, okay? You can discuss more things with her.
I didn't want to bother her with this either since she lives so far away as well. I just thought I had more control of the situation. I don't have a lot of people to talk to, so it's more difficult to get advice from others. It's really hard right now.
I see. Aw, Kia. I just wish that I knew sooner. I'm so sorry about the way you've been treated. I feel terrible. I'm sorry I never noticed how much you were suffering with my mom.
Jeremy, it's really bad, but you shouldn't be the one apologizing for this. I never thought that your mom would treat me like this. She has such a horrible personality.
Well, I suppose I better tell you that my mom has been in touch with me a lot lately. She was consulting me about how you've been harassing her at home and other things like that.
Wait, what? Has she now? Why would she say that when I haven't done anything to her? It's me who's being harassed.
She told me that as soon as I left the house, you started shouting at her and abusing her. That's why I wanted the three of us to meet face to face. We need to sort this matter out once and for all. We need to have a proper adult discussion rather than hearing accusations.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, Jeremy. Look, I've got something to show you. You need to watch this video.
What are you talking about? What video? Did you record something? Oh my god. What did I seriously just watch? This is unbelievable. This actually happened?
Yes, this is the video of me being locked in the storeroom by your mother. Even though I kept knocking on the door asking for help, you can hear her laughing on the other side of the door, can't you?
I guess the video confirms your side of the story. My mom was the one lying about her accusations all along. I thought it would be best to discuss it properly in person. Just the three of us so we can all be on the same page. I thought we'd be mature enough to handle that.
I never thought that she'd say or do something like this to me. It makes no sense. What a terrible personality she has, Jeremy. She really hates me, and she won't even give me a reason why she does. It's so frustrating to deal with.
Well, I should tell you that my mom and my sister never really got along either.
What? But she's her daughter, though. How can she not get along with her when she's her own flesh and blood?
Yeah, I've got no idea, Kia. The reason why my sister's living so far away from her is because she ran away from home. Mom apparently didn't like her independent personality. She believes that my sister should have gotten married and become a full-time housewife, but not all women want to do that, and they shouldn't.
I see. Wow, I can't believe it. Now I see why she's so determined to have me trained well as a bride and wife.
My mom wouldn't even let her wear jeans. Like, what's so wrong with wearing jeans? Almost everyone does, right? She told my sister that jeans are for men to wear and that women should be polite and be more feminine, so she had to wear skirts all the time. What's even worse? She threw away all the photos that had my sister in them. Can you believe that? Who does that to a family member?
Are you kidding me? That's horrible, Jeremy. No wonder your sister ran away from home. She was treated like crap by your mom.
My sister also consulted me about our mother and how she acted towards her. That's why I thought it would be best to hear both sides of the story so it can be straightened out. This time when we meet, I wanted to plan a way that we could all have different types of discussions without pointing fingers too often.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. There'll definitely need to be a conversation about all that's happened.
I'm so sorry that you're involved in such a huge family dispute, Kia. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'll try and convince my mom that you need to go along on the trip with her so that we can all be together and talk this out. It doesn't matter if you're both not on the same plane, just as long as you're coming to see me.
Okay, I understand. I suppose we can do that. I just don't want this going the wrong way for us. Your mother can be very unpredictable sometimes. It's been exhausting trying to deal with her.
I'm really sorry about this whole situation, Kia. I know I keep apologizing. I just wish there was more I could do. I just feel so miserable.
What on earth is going on here? What are you doing? I've tried to contact you so many times already. How long have you been sleeping in for? Huh? Oh, it's you, Sandra. What are you up to? I don't get why you want to get in touch with me so badly. Are you kidding me right now, Kia? You're not supposed to be saying things like that to me. I'm the one who should be asking where you are. Cut the crap. I knew you'd be running late since you're a useless wife. You need to come to the airport right now. No, I'm not going to do that. I guess you haven't heard what's going on then, have you? I'm sure that Jeremy tried to call you many times. Why would that be? It's just going to be another call from him about his opinion on me. The other day I told him you yelled at me to be more kind to you. But he got angry at me instead. No one understands how I feel or makes the effort to understand me. Is that why you've been ignoring his calls recently then? To be honest, I don't care about all the calls he's been making right now. Are you really trying to mess things up by being almost an hour late for a family vacation? You need to come to the airport right now and get on your knees and apologize to me, you absolute scumbag of a woman. You're beyond useless and shouldn't be married to Jeremy. Sandra, do you have any idea that your daughter's funeral is in progress right now? Wait, what did you just say? What on earth are you talking about? What funeral? Why are you talking about my daughter? The day before yesterday, Tilly was in a car accident on her way back home. It was pitch black and there was a head-on collision. She was killed in the accident, Sandra. So the whole family is coming for her funeral today. Huh? Oh, there's no way that can be true. Kia, stop lying to me. If it's really true, why didn't I know about it before now? I'm her mother. I would know, right? I guess you didn't know because you kept ignoring Jeremy's calls and mine as well. I tried to contact you many times, Sandra. The funeral is going to begin any minute now, so please don't contact me during it. I don't want to be disturbed. Are you being serious right now? Is it true that Tilly is really dead? She's passed away. No, this can't be. That's what I just said, isn't it? She's gone, Sandra. I'm sure Jeremy also sent you many messages, so why don't you scroll back through your chat history to find what he said? Oh, I see what he said. Oh, this can't be real. I think I've gone into shock. Okay, I know what to do now. I'll head over there now. Please tell me where it's being held. What are you going to do when you get here? I can't accept you as a mother-in-law anymore. What What do you mean? No matter what, I'm your mother-in-law. I'm also Tilly's mother, all right? No matter what anyone says to me, I've got every right to be present at the funeral. Sandra, do you even remember the last message you sent to Tilly? Do you remember how you treated her? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What message? I've got no clue what you're talking about. You sent a message to her just before she had her accident. The message went like this. You're not a member of this family, so you're not allowed to come on this family trip. Everyone in this family hates you. I hate you, your brother hates you, and Kia hates you. Your brother only invited you out of pity. When you get here, we plan on laughing at you together. Wait, what? I don't know what this message is. Where did you even get this from? Tilly was holding on to her phone before she died. When I went to take it out of hand, the screen lit up and all of those messages came up in the notifications. About 5 minutes after receiving all of those cruel messages from you, she was hit by another car. According to the driver, the car suddenly came out of nowhere and was looking unsteady. She must have been in some sort of trance. Probably because of those messages you sent, because a mother shouldn't say those sort of things to her child. But I didn't do anything. I didn't hurt her. It wasn't like I meant those things. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, Sandra. We think that you're the one who caused Tilly to have her accident. She got distracted by what you sent her. Even though that might not be completely why she crashed, but it's hard to not think that. Now just wait a minute, okay? This can't all be because of me sending a simple text message. That's completely insane. Well, considering what happened to your daughter, you can't help but regret your decisions now, can you, Sandra? I despise you, Sandra. Your words hurt Tilly, and she died because of that. You couldn't just leave her alone, could you? Hey, you don't know anything about the situation, all right? She was the one who left me, okay? There was no doubt that she was always causing me trouble, and I knew that. She just had to go and break my heart by running away. I've got so much to say about this, but for now I'm going to leave it here. Your daughter's funeral is starting, and I need to support your family. Please excuse me. At least do the right thing and reflect on what you've done to your family and how they've suffered because of you. Hey, no! Get back here! Just wait! Kia, please! Wait! Hey, Jeremy, my son, are you there? Please talk to me. I really need you to do a favor for me, so reply as soon as you can. I'm begging you, please listen to what I have to say. Just this once, please.
And what is it that you want to say, Mom? Haven't you done enough? But sure, let's hear it. What do you have to say now?
I sent those messages because I was super angry and frustrated about the situation. I was a little annoyed that you invited Tilly on the trip.
You were frustrated? Are you kidding me? I don't understand what you mean, Mom. Tilly has always wanted to reconcile with you, Mom. Although the relationship didn't work out, I was grateful to her for basically raising me single-handedly, unlike you.
I said those things because I thought that Tilly hated me. I was only hurting her because she hurt me.
But why would there be any reason for me or Kia to hate my sister, Mom? I can't believe you right now. Stop all your lies.
I'm really sorry, Jeremy. I never expected something like this to happen to my family, but isn't it true that Tilly hated me?
Would you seriously just stop this? You've done enough to us. You make me sick, Mom.
What do you mean? Well, it's unfortunate that things have turned out like this, but a messed up mother and daughter relationship can go wrong. It's a rare occurrence, though.
Okay, whatever, I get it. So you're basically saying that you've more or less done nothing wrong. You just had a quarrel with Tilly, and then all of a sudden you've become estranged from each other? So there's nothing you could do about it?
Exactly. There was nothing I could do. After all, how else could I have fixed this? Who could possibly know that things would end up like this? I hadn't been in touch with her for a long time, and I did say some immature things, but...
You say that you both haven't been in contact with each other for a long time. Would you quit it with all the lies? It's so frustrating.
Huh? I'm not lying. What are you talking about? Since when was she in contact with me?
I know that my sister was in contact with you, Mom. You asked me for her contact information to try and attempt to mend the relationship with her.
That's not right. I never received a call from Tilly. I think I only ever talked to her for a little bit on the phone, and then she immediately hung up on me.
Cut it out, Mom. You're such a liar. The only reason you were going to make up with her is because you needed money.
Huh? Wait, what? I don't know what you mean. What money are you referring to?
My sister was nice enough to pay you the money because she did as she was told. She thought she was at fault with the relationship. She was thinking she was the reason the relationship turned sour, but it was always you. As soon as you received the money, you cut off all contact from Tilly.
That's not true. I didn't do that. Did you hear that from Tilly? She bends the truth a lot, you know.
Yes, I did. She told me. That's why I tried to create opportunities for all of us to get together as a family. As I was stuck in the middle. I thought I needed to hear what you had to say about the whole thing.
If you knew everything, then why didn't you say something about it to me? Why be so secretive about it?
I wanted to believe that you wouldn't do that to another family member, Mom. But you also treat Kia like crap too, don't you, Mom? No matter how much you love me and how much you care for me as a mom, I can't let you treat the other women in this family like crap. I thought this was a huge misunderstanding, but it's not. You're just a terrible person.
That's enough, Jeremy. What are you going to do then? Kick me out of the family? Fine, just do it. I just won't come anywhere near you anymore. Are you satisfied? Do you really want me out of your life that badly? You know that you'll have no more mother if you do this to me.
I really thought that this could be fixed, but obviously not. There's no way I can keep my arms open for you anymore. You really are the worst mother in the world, Sandra. You're complete and utter scum. Don't come near me again.
Oh, Sandra, I thought I better message you again. I don't want to go into too much detail about this. But I better tell you that I've decided to sue you. That's all I need to say. Hold on, what? You're suing me? What for? Do you even have a good enough reason to do that? I'm suing you for damages, for locking me up in the storeroom and keeping me away from the outside world. Didn't I tell you? It wasn't intentional, it was an accident. I didn't know you were in there. How would I know? Yeah, well, you know how you said you couldn't hear me because you were listening to music? Well, then you better watch this video recording. How is that possible? Were you recording in the storeroom? There's no camera in there, so how did you get footage from the inside? Yes, of course, I was locked inside. When you told me that the drying rack was in the storeroom, I was a little worried that something like this would happen. So that's why I took my phone and my water bottle in with me just in case. I also started the recording as soon as I walked in. You can clearly see that you were following me and that you closed the door behind me. Also, you can see that you weren't wearing any earphones. All I wanted to do is train you to be an obedient and polite wife, and you weren't doing what I told you to do properly. Oh, is that so? So you thought it would be best to lock me up until I complied? That's a good enough reason to sue you. Also, please get out of the house. You're not welcome there anymore. We're cutting you out of our lives for good. You've got no right to live in that house where Jeremy and I live and put our hard-earned cash towards the rent. What? You can't just kick me out of the house. That's a terrible thing to do. You wouldn't really do this to me, would you, Kia? Considering what happened to Tilly, we've had enough of you and don't want to end up like my sister-in-law. So bye-bye, Sandra. I guess it's way too late to say it now, but I'm being remorseful, especially with what I did to Tilly and to you. Please just give me one more chance. Didn't you hear me? We are cutting you off, Sandra. You'll never learn to listen to me properly, you piece of trash. Hey, is it true you're coming back here? Is your company actually allowing you to come back to the main office?
Oh, yes. I don't know when my mom will start to hold a grudge and come after you. So I'm coming back. Let's move to another place.
But what about your job? What are you going to tell your boss? Do you think you'll be able to make this move without any problems?
I explained the situation to the company, and I'm having my work moved there. They were being a bit unreasonable, but I said you're more important. Because of me leaving, it's my fault that my mom treated you so horribly. I don't want you to deal with things like that on your own anymore.
But Jeremy, it's not your fault. You had no choice. You had to move for work. Don't take this to heart too much. You shouldn't blame yourself when it was someone else who did wrong.
No. I'll take responsibility for this. I could have turned down the transfer job, but I didn't. Look, what happened, Kia? I don't want anything to happen to you because of my mom. I knew that you were both having problems with each other, and I did nothing to stop it. I also trusted my mom over everyone else. I started to think that the problem was my sister, or that it was a whole misunderstanding.
She's your mother. No wonder you wanted to believe her. Don't worry about me. Just think about Tilly.
I know, yeah. There were so many things I wanted to tell my sister, but I can't now. She's gone, and I've got nothing of hers to keep her in my thoughts.
Yeah, it's really sad, Jeremy. Actually, a good thing has come out of me being locked in that storeroom.
Oh, really? You think so? What was so good about it? Was there something in the storeroom that you found? Wait a minute. This isn't what I think it is it? Where'd you get this? I thought there were no more photos of Tilly in the house.
Yeah, I found a photo of you and Tilly when you were in middle school. It was hiding in the storeroom. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm sure we can have it cleaned up. I'll give it to you soon.
That's really sweet of you, Kia. Thank you so much for finding this. Now I can have some good memories of my sister.
Yeah, it happened to fall off the top shelf in the storeroom, so I don't think it was me who found it. I think your sister wanted you to have it. After that, Kia won the lawsuit against her mother-in-law, Sandra. She was able to receive a large amount of money as she was compensated for being locked up. She was worried about Sandra's resentment towards her, but it seems like she's lost all of her energy. Now that she's been kicked out of the house, she is drowning in debt. Sandra seems to be wandering around the city like a derelict up to no good. She can't help but regret her past decisions. She'll live the rest of her life in pain. Kia and Jeremy now live in a new apartment together and are living a happy and fulfilled life. Now, with Jeremy by her side, Kia is more than happy to forget what happened to them. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Ellen, today is the day of your wedding, right? But too bad. You'll have to cancel it now. I mean, your whole house burned down, right? And it doesn't even include the fact that I hear you suffered a massive burn. And that's what you freaking get. That's your punishment.
Kira, are you not hurt? You didn't make it all the way to the wedding venue, so I was worried that you had gotten caught up in that fire or something. You had me worried sick, actually.
Huh? Who is this? I don't remember you ever being my mom, you freak. Why would you be worried about me when I've not been home in forever? You think I would just be at the house when that fire started and burnt the place down? It's not even like I've been coming home recently anyway. I can't believe you made it this far in life thinking like such a brain-dead idiot.
I'm not trying to act like your mother. I'm trying to tell you that the house was on fire and burnt down. Well, I thought that you were there. So of course I'd be worried about you. It had been so long since you last came home, so I thought this was terrible luck for you to come home when that happened. I mean, of all the times to come back to your father and I
have not been coming back to you. I would never ever go back to a house that you're living in, even if it is used to be my papa's.
But recently, More and more things from inside your room had been disappearing. Just recently, there was a photo of the family in the house that was smashed on the ground, and I assume that was all you're doing.
I don't know anything about that. Now, stop trying to assume that was me going in and out of the house when you have no evidence. Are you trying to paint me as a robber or something? Well, whatever, because right now I'm feeling really good, and I'm willing to forgive you for saying that. On the day of your wedding, your whole house burned down, and you ended up having your face badly burnt, right? That means your wedding with my papa is going to be impossible to have now, right?
But I'm at the wedding venue right now, getting ready.
What? Then who was in that house?
Ellen, I just got out of the police station. I had to be asked a whole lot of things, and that's left me completely exhausted now.
Having to spend the whole day with the police must have been tough. I'm glad to hear that you're out of there now, though. I made sure to get dinner ready for you, so please, come home safe and sound. By the way, were any of you able to figure something out about what happened?
Well, since the house started to burn pretty quickly, the police made it there before things got way too out of hand for us. Our wedding had to end up getting canceled because of it, and there seems to have been quite a few victims who were involved in the fire itself. Honestly, what should have been the best day ever for us turned into the worst day ever.
Who all ended up being involved in that fire? Now that I think about it, earlier when talking with Kira, she was saying that I had burned a large portion of my face in the fire. But that's not possible because I'm right here and completely fine.
Perhaps she mistook whoever was involved in the fire for you? And I plan to go and see that person right now to check and see if they're okay. They ended up being badly burned in the fire involving our house, so I have to hear their side of the story and see what we can do for them.
Be careful then. That fire happened on our property, and that person might hold something against us now for what happened to them.
Don't worry about me. I'm heading over there with the police, so they'll be able to control the situation if it gets out of hand. By the way, when it comes to Kira, I know you just mentioned that she was talking to you earlier about the fire. However, from what the police told me, they think she was the cause of that fire. In other words, if proven guilty, she'll go to prison for arson.
What? They think Kira did that?
A camera that was just behind our house got a good view of someone who appears to be Kira going into our yard. After that video was looked into, we took a look at her credit card history and found that she went to a hardware store recently. And after asking for their footage of the front counter, we had video showing her buying a lighter and some lighter fluid. And in the yard, the firefighters found the exact same shoes she was wearing when she went to that hardware store.
No way. Then that means she's practically the one who did this to us.
That's what both the police and I are thinking. I don't ever remember raising a daughter that thought they could get away with burning down a whole entire house. I'm in shock right now and don't know how to process some of this. I get that her mother was a cheating woman who did everything she could to hide her unfaithfulness from me, but I never thought that her daughter would have the same dirty blood running through her veins.
David.
Was I the only one that wanted to think of her as a daughter? I get that I've been through a lot with her, but that house was the one place where all of her memories of family lied. If she was willing to burn that whole place down, then that means she never really cared about me being her father any.
David, I really do not ever want to see your sad, heartbroken face ever again, okay? I've seen it so much in the past that I've grown tired of it and want to make sure you never have to go through those same heartbreaking moments again. And that is why anyone who causes this sort of pain to you, I will not forgive. I'm sorry, David. I understand that in your eyes, Kira has always been this angel you've been blessed with. But in mine, she's nothing more than a complete stranger. I know what I said is very cold of me, but from what she told me, she was trying to burn me badly, like she's done to that person who's in the hospital now. Actually, I think she wanted something far worse for me. She was trying to kill me in that house fire. I'm sorry, but I don't have it in me to forgive such an awful person as her anymore.
You don't have to be sorry for what you've said, Ellen. I'm starting to think that child is really the Antichrist and that we need to put an end to her reign of terror.
The Antichrist? Well, that's another way to define her.
Actually,
Hey, you old hag. I have no idea why I'm being informed that someone filed a criminal complaint about me. Sure, I may not be your true daughter, but what do you think you're doing labeling my family as a criminal? I guess I should have known that a woman who could trick my dad has to have one hell of an ugly attitude.
Kira, I have not been trying to trick anyone, and the only reason your dad ever wanted to divorce your mom was because she had cheated on him for a long time. You are a young adult now, and I'm pretty sure your dad told you all about that stuff to make sure you would stop being upset with me.
My dad has been brainwashed by you and will say whatever words you put into his mouth. And not only did you brainwash him, but you've used him to get that divorce from my mom and have her kicked out of my life. The fact that you both talk about my mom in such a mean way is heartless of the both of you. You both are like monsters.
If you really want to hold all of that against me, then please do. But you burning down that house, you're going to have to pay for that one, Kira. Like I was saying, you are an adult now, and as an adult, that means you'll have to take responsibility for what you've done.
That house was my own house, so what's wrong with me doing what I want with my property? And wait, why the hell did you not end up getting charred in that fire? I was hoping that you'd burn up in the hottest parts of that house, so not even your bones would be left.
You don't feel guilty for what you've done at all then, do you?
Huh? People are only supposed to feel guilty when they've done something bad, right? I was just trying to get rid of some invasive and harmful insect that was in my house, so I was doing nothing wrong there.
I see. To you, all I am is this invasive animal that's ruined your family. Thank goodness we both feel the same exact way about one another then.
What?
I happen to think of you as a harmful and invasive insect myself. And considering that you're so harmful to others that you thought it'd be acceptable to burn our house down, I think it's time you get exterminated. Unfortunately, David is too nice of a man to handle you directly, so I'll be the one taking you to court instead, so that you may be locked away in prison forever. I happen to actually love your father, and I am willing to protect him with all my might, unlike your mother and you. I'm going to grind you to a pulp, so be ready for that, Kira.
I have no idea what's going on here. Does this mean that all you old hags that ended up marrying late don't know how to speak proper English or something? Because I seriously have no clue what you're going on about. Sending all these strange documents to my place isn't going to work. Most of them I've thrown right into the fireplace, so just give it up already. Half of these letters from you are just empty threats, trying to get me to go into submission out of fear that you might actually do something to me.
Don't tell me that all of those documents and letters from my lawyer you've been burning without even reading.
Oops. Well, I wasn't going to read any of those anyway, so who knows what they all were about or who they were from. And from now on, any more boring documents you guys send me, I'm going right into the trash can. Don't you know that you're killing a lot of trees by wasting all of this paper on me? I happen to actually like the environment. So how about instead of sending me anything else, you just give up and save the rest of the trees?
I'm not sure you're understanding the severity of the situation, but some of those documents that you were sent, you really needed to read. But no worries. We knew, considering the person that you are, that you'd throw them all out or burn them all anyway. So that's why we came up with a plan B.
What? What is all of this? Why are there a bunch of papers from you arriving at my workplace? I was called into my boss's office over all these papers, and now there are rumors spreading about me all around the office. They're all calling me a criminal now, and that's all because of you.
I just wanted to let the company know that it's not good for their public image if they continue to allow an arsonist to work for them. Also, had you not gone and burned all of those documents we were sending to your place, then we wouldn't have had to start sending them to your workplace too. It's all your fault that we've had to use up more paper than was needed. That makes you less friendly towards the environment than you were trying to make yourself seem.
All of this unnecessary crap isn't going to work for you. Also, considering that a place was my home and this is a family problem, there is no reason for people like the police to be getting involved. The police cannot get involved in private affairs like ours. Don't you get that?
For some reason, I think you're a bit confused about a lot of this. You left the house when I moved into it, and the name on the place is David's. In other words, when it comes to the legal documents regarding the place, it is David's and not yours at all. Which means you burning down the whole place was a crime. Also, since you were the one that committed such arson, you are also responsible for the people you hurt. Therefore, you have more to pay for than just that house. So please, come forward and don't make things far worse for yourself.
You think I can come forward now? Because of you, I'm being told that I might have to leave work unpaid for a while. I only just got out of college, and yet now I might end up losing my first job because of you. You better give me some money for the damages you've caused to me.
In my case and David's, we no longer have a house because of you. And that wasn't all that was lost in the fire. I hope you didn't think the only thing you'd be losing after that was your job and some money, because that would be very ignorant of you, Kira.
Huh? What the hell do you mean by that?
What I'm saying is, it's going to take a lot more from you before you can be forgiven for the crimes you have committed. Unfortunately, I think that's going to require you to rot in hell for some time. But I think I'm really going to enjoy hearing your screams, so lucky me.
Dad, help me! That bitch of an old hag has just cost me my job! Listen to me, Dad! Everything that old hag is saying about me is just her delusions. She's crazy! Dad, you need to open your eyes and run away from her.
The only one that needs to open their eyes here is you, Kira.
What?
I can sort of understand why you chose to make Ellen your enemy after your mom had to go and I decided that I wanted to get married to her next. But the reason your mom had to go was because she cheated on me. So you need to cut that crap of trying to twist the truth all the time so that you have a reason to blame Ellen and make her seem like the villain. Just accept the truth already, please.
So she's still lying to you. I'm your daughter, Dad.
It's because you're my daughter that I had to do the hardest thing ever, and that was showing you the evidence that your mom had been cheating on me.
Things like evidence can be easily faked in this day and age. If anything, the woman in that picture you said was Mom at a hotel could have been anyone that you photoshopped Mom's face onto.
Would you shut the hell up already? I don't care what you think or what you say. What's really drawn the line for me is the fact that you burned down our house.
I did that in order to open your eyes to the truth, Dad. You can call me the bad guy all you want, but what I did was the correct thing to do. I'm sure you can't see that because you're still brainwashed by that bitch, but I'm telling you that I did the right thing. When you finally manage to open your eyes back up, you'll see that too. And then you'll thank me for all my hard work. I've already been giving this all I've got, but burning down the house the old hag took from us and trying to kill her as well in it. I want to know how she didn't get burnt in that fire. I made sure that she was in there before I went and lit the fire.
Wait a second, so you lit that fire knowing damn well there was already a person inside the house?
Well, of course, Dad. I was using the house as a way to get that old bitch killed.
Unbelievable. You're just a murderer then. I can't believe the girl that I put all my sweat and tears into raising would do such a thing.
Because you raised me with all your heart, Dad. I'm making sure that our family remains pure and free of any outsiders, okay? Don't worry about a thing. I'll make sure to get everything back to the way it was with Mom around. I'll make sure that we can go back to the past, where it was you, Mom, and me, all living together as one happy family. Okay?
That's impossible now. Kira, I have definitive evidence pointing to your mom cheating on me from years of her doing that behind our backs.
Come on. You're going to continue talking about all of that now? What kind of fabrication do you have to show me this time? I'll prove to you that all that evidence is all lies.
Blood.
What?
I'm talking about our blood relation to one another. You and me, we're not even related by blood.
What? Huh? What do you mean by that? No, come on, Dad. Why would you be saying jokes like that to me now? That wasn't even funny at all.
I wish something like this was a joke. Kira, at the beginning of all this, I never wanted to doubt your mom and suspect her of having been with another man. But there was something that changed my mind about you guys, and that was the way you spoke.
The way I spoke? I don't remember saying anything that would have caused you to think that Mom was cheating.
No, I don't mean that you said anything strange to me. Just the way you acted was different from what I expected from my daughter. And after having a talk with your mom about your blood type...
What are you talking about, Dad?
When you were in elementary school, you went and had your blood drawn. And when you came home that day, you told me that your blood type was A. But when I spoke with your mom about you, she told me your blood type was B.
And so what? Who really cares about a child mistaking their blood type when they're that young and don't even know what it means? And I'm sure there are plenty of people who have their blood type change.
Kira, I have a blood type of O, and your mom has a blood type of B. There should be no way for her and I to have had a child with a blood type of A.
What?
Of course, the first time you said that, I just assumed that you'd made a mistake and that your mom was right about you having B. But for some reason, you just continued going on about how you were a blood type A and wouldn't listen to me. So when I started to think about the possibility, I went and had a DNA test done. And the results from that test? Genetically, I was not your dad.
No way. That would make me the child of a man besides you then, right? Does that mean Mom was with another man before she had me?
That's right. But when I finally figured out the truth, you were still very, very young. Sure, you may not be my child by blood, but I still viewed you as my daughter and wanted to raise you as my own. That's why I made sure not to talk with your mom about her cheating on me until you were older and I could trust it was time for a divorce. I didn't want you to end up in a situation of having divorced parents at a young age, Kira. So I chose the path of taking care of you like my daughter rather than tearing the family apart right in front of you. And years later, when I finally did decide to divorce your mom, I made sure not to say anything about the blood type evidence I had gathered. I didn't want to break your heart then.
No way. That's what was happening? Why would you tell me that at a time like this? This should have been something you kept secret to your grave.
Because I no longer see you as my daughter anymore.
What?
I should have known that you would end up just like the monster I had divorced before, your mom. I mean, you have her blood flowing through you after all. When you told me that you burned down my house willingly, I knew that you were not my daughter anymore. Also, you just told me you did it thinking that Ellen was inside the house. You just confessed to the fact that you were attempting to murder her, Kira. I'm repulsed by you. I don't ever want to be around you again. I'm going to cut all ties I have to you, and from here on out you can forget me ever giving you any more of my support. Get the hell out of my life, please.
Why would you say something so heartless to me, Dad? I burnt your house down to save you, Dad. Can't you see that? Had I just made sure to have killed her in that fire, then none of this would ever be happening to me now. I have to make that bitch disappear.
Even after all of this, you're still going on about how you have to kill her?
Don't get in my way, Dad. I just lost my job because of that old hag, and that's going to leave me with no money, and I'll be screwed. This is the only thing I have left that I can do to save my skin. I can make sure that my mom gives me whatever support I need later on. But until I go back and talk with her, I have to kill Ellen. And the fact that you just told me you want to cut ties to your own daughter, that means the brainwashing is really taking a hold of you. So I have to hurry up and act fast.
Kira, that's tough to listen to. You thinking that you can go back to your mom and get something from her? There's no chance you're ever going to see her again.
What? Why's that? Mom has always made sure to pay the child support. And just recently she was sending me some money as an allowance. Don't tell me that, bitch! Did she start talking to Mom as well? And it started brainwashing her too?
Ellen has nothing to do with this. Kira, you've really never been very good at understanding the severity of some situations. In that fire you started where you saw a woman with her face burnt, that woman was your mom.
What? That was Mom? There's no way that was Mom. Why the hell would Mom be in your house of all places at that time?
Actually, your mom has recently been coming into the house without telling anyone. She was coming in to steal our things.
You're calling Mom a thief now?
That's what she is. And all of the things she would steal from our place was your things from your bedroom. At first we had thought that you were the one coming home and taking all of those things from your room at night. But when I found your mom in the hospital after the fire, I was in shock.
Mom's in the hospital? That's not good, Dad. I have to go and see her right now.
I just said that you won't be seeing your mom anymore. Your mom is mentally unwell right now, and that's why she's having to be kept at the hospital.
What?
Back when I went there to see who had been injured in the house fire, I saw her in that bed and was still able to talk with her. We were able to talk things over with one another about what happened, but she was in serious shock due to her burns and from what she had heard from you. When she was in the house stealing more of your things and pictures, she could hear your voice outside screaming something before you lit the place up. It's all your fault that my life is in ruins. Now burn in hell for it, you old bitch. That's what your mom heard before the first floor of the house was engulfed in flames. I can see now why after some time of talking with her, she wasn't able to communicate anymore. The shock of what she's been through has taken hold of her mental well-being.
No, wait. What I said then wasn't meant for Mom. I love Mom so much and would never. That was not meant for Mom to hear.
Do you think that you can get away with saying things like that, even if it's not meant for your mom? You were saying that with the intent of alerting Ellen before killing her in that fire. You're the devil. All you seem to bring to others is pain and suffering when you're around.
You have it all wrong, Dad. I was just trying to protect our family from the old hag. I have to go and tell Mom that I wasn't talking about her. Let me go and see her, Dad, okay? Dad, please, let me go to see her. Dad? Dad! Please, get the police off my tail right now. I promise that as long as you get them off me, I'll pay you whatever you want. I'll listen to whatever you have to say to me, and I'll promise that I'll no longer rely on you guys for money. Please, Ellen, I don't want to be taken away to prison.
If it isn't Kira. So now you're deciding to get in touch with me again? I heard the whole story about what you were wanting to do from David. You weren't just trying to burn down the house, but you were trying to kill me too. That means you were attempting to murder me through arson. I don't really want to talk to someone that wants to kill me anymore.
I'm not able to get in touch with my dad anymore, so you're the only person I can talk to now. I promise to not get in the way of your marriage anymore, and will disappear. If I'm taken away by the police and have to go to prison for this, then I will never be able to find any work when I get out. So please, don't ruin my life like that.
Everything always has to be about you. Did you know that I was really trying to understand why you didn't want me marrying your dad? And that I was totally okay with you hating me for very strange reasons? But what I came to learn is that the reasons why you hated me and didn't want me to be a part of the family was because you were warping your own reality. To the point that you made me into this villain that you had to kill in order to save a family that didn't even exist anymore. I started to feel there was no way I could play nice with you anymore. And after what you done to my home, I knew I had to put you in your place. Through putting you in some debt, of course.
What? In some debt?
All of those documents you had burned up? Some of the things in there were referring to the settlements you now owe for destroying the house. Did you not see any of those papers either? You just went and torched a house that was worth millions on the market, as well as ruined a lot of the plant life on the land. That right there is going to cost you a fortune to pay off, and why you would be living in debt for the rest of your life, I'm pretty sure. You'll also have to pay your mom for the injuries you caused her head and back, so I hope you're ready to have to pay off close to $100 million in settlements. And don't think you can try to figure out another deal, because all of those numbers went through a judge and are legally bound now.
No way. I have to pay off $100 million? There is absolutely no way I can pay all of that off in my lifetime.
It doesn't matter if you can or can't. Really, we don't even expect you to be able to. We just want to make sure that you never have a chance of living a free life ever again. And putting you in an inescapable debt is one way of doing that. What you burned down wasn't just a house, but a place filled with memories that David cherished with his life. You're going to have to pay with your life for that, in other words. But don't worry, you'll still be getting fed and housed after this. The prison system may be a hellish place for many to have to live, but at least it beats having to die out in the cold streets. Although you may start to beg for your life to end while you're in there.
Ellen, I know it's been a month now, but Kira is finally being sent to the state penitentiary. She will be there for the next 15 years, and there's no bail for her either, so I don't think she's getting out before then.
So things are really finished with her then?
I guess this means that I never really had any family back then after all. Even the girl that I thought I could have as my daughter was a monster and tried to have the love of my life killed. I feel like I've wasted so much of my life away raising her. What a terrible father I am. I don't think there's any man on this planet that can call themselves a father after watching the person they raised go to prison.
David, I completely understand why you're feeling very upset right now, but I want you to only look forward. You're still a dad after all.
Yeah, I guess in some ways I am. Even if she was never truly my daughter, I was still her dad and should be acting as such.
What? That's not what I meant by that, David. I'm sorry, I may have phrased that really poorly.
Then what did you mean to say?
This is going to seem like it's coming out of the blue, but I'm pregnant, David.
What?
And of course, this is your kid. If you can't trust me on that, then please, by all means, get a DNA test done.
I would never not trust you. You've never lied to me before, because you are too pure of a person for that.
So you're really going to believe me then? Thank you so much. I know it's not the most flattering thing to be pregnant at my age, and we haven't even had a wedding or anything quite yet.
That's not a problem for me, though. How about once our kid is a bit older, we have that wedding?
Sure. I guess we can do that.
So I'm finally going to have a real family. I can't thank you enough for sticking through everything that's happened with me, Ellen.
Don't start thanking me for anything just yet. There is still plenty of time for me to leave you. But don't think that that's ever going to happen, because you're the love of my life, and I want to experience everything that marriage has to offer with you. A day or so after I last texted with Kira, the police were able to find her and arrest her at a gas station where she had been hiding in the bathroom from them. She had tried to call me from the county jail when she was booked, but was not able to get through to me as I went and muted her number. And after listening to the very long and rude voicemail she had left for me, I blocked her number completely, as well as a number from the jail, so that I'd never even have to think about her calling me again. Nobody ever paid the bail money that Kira had on her while she was sitting in county jail awaiting all of her trials to be completed, and in the end was sent to the state penitentiary by the judge, where she'll stay for the next 15 years. Of course, there won't be anyone going there to visit her during her stay, and she'll have to rot away knowing that this all happened because of her horrific actions. And when those 15 years are up, she's going to have something even more scary to face, and that's all the debt she's racked up from the settlements she had to pay. She'll be in her 40s by that point, and with a very small chance of finding any decent work then. I'm not sure she'll ever have all that debt paid off. In other words, the life of Kira is pretty much over with, and she has now started her descent into what is truly going to be hell for her. When things came to Kira's mother, she had to be transferred to a mental hospital after most of her burns were healed up, where she would stay for another few months receiving treatment for her shock. She developed PTSD to things like fire and wouldn't even go in the same room with a candle in fear that it could burn the whole place down at any moment. Luckily, she was able to be put on a drug to settle her nerves a little, but once she's out of there, she's still going to have years of recovery to go through before she can move around with her scarred skin causing her so much pain. As for David and myself, after 9 months had passed, we had our first baby together, and it's a healthy little boy. I'm sure having to raise a son, let alone any baby, is going to be tough for the both of us, but considering that David does have some experience with babies, I think I'll be alright. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.